Welcome to the ITM Podcast.
This is episode 363 of the ITM Podcast, the official Boston Red Sox podcast of whatever floats your boat. My name is Joey Copponi. That's Scott Neville. And the Boston Red Sox, well, they got swept by the Minnesota Twins at Fenway Park for the first time since 1994. Scott, any closing thoughts?
Nope. I think I'm good.
Perfect. Follow us on the socials at ITM_pod. You can follow me at Joey Copponi. You can follow Scott at Scott Neville 46, just like how many games under 500 the Boston Red Sox will be very shortly. Bad series. So here's the thing, dude. I came into game 3 of the series yesterday on Sunday thinking in my mind that they had split the first two. And in my mind, I was like, oh, like they're not going to play today because of the rain, and it's going to be a split, and that's okay. And like we'll talk about how it's a split and like how they have another game to make up and whatever. And then I swear to God, it wasn't until the game ended and on the screen it said, Red Sox get swept, that it hit me right. They didn't win on Friday. The story of this team has been a really consistent one, and it's been pitching's good, lineup not good. They cannot hit the ball. They don't score runs, blah, blah, blah. And then in this series, they decided, wait, we can hit the ball. We can score runs. We will do that. And the bullpen said, not so fast. You're going to lose. So they are finding new ways to lose, which is being different. So you can give them some shit, Scott, but they have followed your advice. They did not get better. They did get different.
May I say?
Yep.
This different, not more successful. Not much less successful, but not more successful, but more entertaining.
Listen, I've seen like the discourse in the past, 24 hours now, and how down people are about this Twins sweep. The team looked good. Like, am I wrong? Am I crazy that like they looked all right?
Yeah, no, I mean, the fact that they did some things offensively, the defense kind of came back to the means a little bit. I don't know if they're going to end the year as the best team defensively anymore, but they'll be up there still. And that's kind of what happens when you when the Red Sox are too good at something, and same, the bullpen was also something that was on paper not nearly as good as they were performing, and that kind of came down a little bit. So, yeah, I think this was a weird return to the mean. I mean, it's weird because it was a sweep. You'd think like this would be a split when we talk about like a return to the means, but like the hitting was historically bad, and they got a little better. The relief pitching was far too good for what they were, and the defense was performing a little bit above expectations. Those things came down a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, this, I guess, shouldn't be shocking, but it's weird that all of those things culminated in one series and resulted in a sweep.
It's funny, dude. My favorite. This is a new segment I'm gonna call my favorite moment of this series in a sarcastic way, like not in like a. Or in a funny way. We'll find a way to. We're still workshopping it a little bit. I don't mean like, oh, my favorite was the walk-off home run. Like I don't like that. Yeah, that's great. My favorite moment of this series was when Justin Slayton was asked about blowing the game, and he had just a defensive shield up, like 30 feet away from him in all directions, like an X-Man. They were like, what happened out there? He's like, didn't have my best stuff. Didn't look good out there. So didn't have it tonight. Yep. Go ahead. Ask me again. Was it the breaking stuff that, maybe wasn't, that you didn't have, or was it nope, just didn't have it tonight. It was like he had practiced, he had rehearsed this, because you don't really see Justin Slayton give that kind of post game, like, because he doesn't really have many opportunities to. And he had it ready to go, no matter what you say, the answer is didn't have it. Take a lot of pride in doing good, and I didn't do good. So it was like an impenetrable, you're not going to quote this. There's nothing juicy here. I didn't have it tonight. Should have had it, didn't. And that was my favorite part. So the bar is low for what for what can be a part of this new segment. Do you have one now that I'm putting you on the spot? Now that you have a taste for like how good these answers can be?
I liked when, and I know this is going to be probably the biggest part of the show here, but I liked when Connor Wong got thrown out to lose a game on a objectively horrible send where Connor Wong was about 17 seconds late to realizing this ball was about, as far high up as it can go without being gone. Jogged. Epperson sent him anyway. And then Chad Tracy said, "Oh, well, I get the thinking because although you could tell the way he was phrasing it, he said like, I get it. I wouldn't have done it, but I get it. But he was like, yeah, I get the sentiment. If conditions aren't good, if the throw isn't perfect. Newsflash, the ball from shortstop to home bounced twice. Like it wasn't even close to a perfect throw. That was what you were hoping for. And he was out by a mile.
Yeah, it was horrific. Dude, when that moment of like anticipation when a throw is coming in from the outfield and like the camera is tilting down and you're like, where is the runner? Where's the runner? Where is he? And the ball got to the catcher, like you said, on 3.5 bounces. And then Connor Wong came into frame. Dude, it's just a uniquely baseball moment to be like, where is it? Where is it? Oh my God. Connor, he's coming into frame now. What are we doing? Why is he here? And like, I also understand the sentiment because like, the Red Sox of 99% of this season when like they are struggling to get 3 runs on the board, fucking send them. Yeah, like this might be your best shot. Also, if you're Connor Wong, you have to be thinking about being sent. And this is a bold thing I'm about to say. Run. Like run with your legs. So like you have to be ready for that too. So, but in a game or in a series where like offense is there and opportunities are there and like they are passing the baton, it's a fucking stupid sentence, horrendous. So I don't know. There was a million opportunities for them to have won. I don't want to say all 3 of these games because like Saturday, I don't know, would have taken a few bounces, but you could have won this series. You easily could have won this series. Like
should have won 2 out of 3.
Leads. Yeah, these Red Sox don't blow leads. They rarely have leads. If they have leads, they don't blow them though. So it's like it feels like we got cheated out of something. It's like no. We scored 4 runs. We scored 5 runs, 6 runs.
This is the formula. This is the formula for us. There's only one way we can win, but we did it. There's 17 ways to lose, 1 way to win. We did it. We deserve to win.
But you told us we had to score. Like it's like the incredulous feeling of like, but you told me to score 5. We did that. So no, I don't know. That's why I'm not like as down as I guess should be. Like, look, the numbers are bad. Like the record's bad. Their place in the standing is bad.
You can't tell me that you would feel better about this team if they won 3 games 2-0, 2-1, 2-0. Like then we have the same problems. We're still the pitching is better, whatever, but like you know that if the offense doesn't get going, this team is so incredibly limited. So just seeing runs on the board, you believe in the overall pitching infrastructure, or you should. So yeah, it's like if they score runs, that's optimism. I don't really care what happens with the rest of it. And as far as like, yeah, you got swept. I mean, the team is still lucky to be 3.5 games back. Like, they're not. I don't know about you. I'm not still looking at this team like, oh man, if they go on a run, I'm done with this team. It's more just like, can you be fun for me? Like, can you give me something to watch and pay attention to? Can you give me a season? Because right now the thing is they've never been competitive this season, but the thing that they've also been is if like you just said, they don't score runs and they give up early leads, and then you can't even watch for 9 innings because it's over.
Yeah.
All I want is a game that's fun for 9 innings. At
And
this
I think
point,
it was. I think 2 of these
that was a
games
step
were.
toward. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, dude,
So I'm
here's
fine
the thing,
with it.
too. If you want to talk about like this team's chances and odds of like doing something in October or like getting to the
No.
dance, like
Shut up.
on Thursday, I'm doing like these are just the numbers. On Thursday, they're 2 games out of a wild card spot, with 3 teams above them. Today, they are 3 games out of that spot with 5 teams above them.
After
So,
a sweep, the worst possible result.
They lost 1 game. They're back 1 game after being swept from where they were. It's like these teams are all so bad. Like, you win 4 out of 5, you're basically you've clinched home field in the AL. It's insane how little you need to get there. And like that's really all it is to me. Like the optimist in me says like maintain until you get your shit together. Because like right now, with Crochet and Roman and Trevor out, you are without your obvious best player. Your I guess with Roman you would say like the highest potential.
Yeah.
And your veteran leader. You're out of them. Like, and granted, you looked like exactly like this, like before they went down. But right now, like just if you just like maintain where you're at and you're like 1 game, 2 games, 3 games out of a wild card spot, once things click, which like they should, the offense shouldn't look like this forever. You can't make up 2 games once like you have a league average offense. 100%. And if they're already moving towards that, and like you just have a couple of little fumbles out of the bullpen, I just don't see why there isn't still a reason to be optimistic about things turning around.
Yeah, and again, for me, I'm not even going to go there. I just want to see fun baseball, and this was more fun than before. It did make me realize when you see like a blow up like that.
Yeah.
And this hasn't happened. There's no reason to think of this exact scenario, but the one thing that the Red Sox have had for 2 straight years is a lead in the 9th is a guaranteed win, which is such a rare thing, but we've gotten so accustomed to it. And it made me realize that, like, at any point, I don't even want to say this, but at any point,
say it.
Aroldis Chapman just could have like a 4 ERA month and just like, boom, you don't have that like safety net guaranteed thing. Like you could just, it could
It
just
is
end
crazy
whenever.
that like, I mean, it goes back a while. Like, I remember there being like, you know, a little bit of conversation about like, you know, who's the was it 22? It was like who's the closer? It's like before Kenley got here.
Kenley was solid, but I mean, like Chapman has been. What has he blown? Like 2 saves in the Red Sox uni?
In my mind, it goes like Kimbrel, Kenley, Chapman with like seamless, but that's not true.
Yeah. There was a point where Matt Barnes was a closer. And even to be fair, he, I believe, was an all-star.
Right. All-star Matty B.
That was true, right? I'm not making that up?
No, 2020?
You're right. Why did I think I could type in Matt Barnes and get the right one? Like he's the most relevant Matt Barnes.
Happen.
Nesson contributor, Matt Barnes.
Right. What do you think of him?
This isn't fair to him. I don't understand why we keep making it exclusively a reliever-based market because they do the least baseball of anyone. Like, the hitters have so much to talk about. The starters have to get through. The starters have to adapt in-game. They have to, you know, their career arcs are a little different where it's like you lean on the fastball early if you're a flamethrower. You have to learn how to win in different ways. You get through all these jams. And relievers more or less play like, what would you say, 16 minutes of baseball once every 2 to 3 days? Like,
yeah. They play the least amount of baseball of anyone.
Yeah,
you're right about that.
To me, I'm just thinking they have the lowest ability to comment on the game via experience. Not anyone that played the MLB can talk about all angles of baseball, but like if you get a shortstop, they can talk about so much. Versus when you ask him about that relay, what is he talking about?
I think honestly, a part of it is that like relievers don't make as much money as other guys, and like relievers are not against like going out and making a couple of bucks after their playing career. I think that's honestly a big part of it.
Yeah.
And like not that Nesson's paying him a ton of money, but like, I don't know. And the game kind of passes you by quick too. You're only playing 15 minutes here and there. You look up and you're 34. And you go, fuck, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even, I honestly couldn't even tell you what he did one way or another. I think when you hear that Matt Barnes is going to be there, you don't expect it to be Eckersley, which I don't understand why every single hire isn't fully focused on one of those shots. Like I don't think he's really been this. I don't think he's been bad, but like hiring Papelbon, it's like this is the potential of being. He had the potential in media of being awesome because he's a psychopath, and no one's really talking to him about him like he's Eckersley, but it made sense.
Yeah, my Pap take is I could do without him. I could really do without Pap. Like, God bless him. He's been on this show. He's an ITM alum. And I think that, like, when he's crazy, and that's, like, kind of fun, I guess. But he doesn't have anybody to bounce his crazy off of. So he's just kind of, God bless him. Like, he has, like, the air of, like, he doesn't watch the games. And then he just kind of is like, hey, man, you got to throw strikes, And if you're not going to attack the zone, they're going to attack you. And, that's baseball. And it's like, what the fuck is that, dude? What is that insight? That's nothing. He
is so, and by the way, that was a great impression, but he's so old school with a lot of his takes being like, yeah, I just don't think they wanted it as much as the other team. Like he's like, so
awesome,
like,
Pap, thanks.
Like, and I do also love him just like, they'll lose a game and he'll just be like, yeah, I don't know if this guy has it. Like, or you know what? Breslov's time is up. Like which that's separate. But I mean, he'll do it after game 2 in the season where he'll just be like, I don't think he built a good roster. Like, and maybe he sat on a great take there, but like he'll it's funny. His overreactions.
He has like radio caller.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Like his takes are so like reactionary.
Yeah, and Johnny in the studio here. I just wanted to say, if these guys want to win games, they got to show up to play. And when they show up and they're not ready and they're lollygagging around, it's no wonder they're not winning games. All right, man. Like, I feel like even Jim Rice like is less old school and is like, yeah, well, also, I mean, yeah, like Jim Rice will jump in and be like, yeah, well, also, I mean, the changeup was really getting them. I mean, it was really moving tonight. It looked good. So I feel like that gave them a lot of trouble early on. And the second time through the order, they whiffed on it 4 times. And I don't know, whatever. They can just, give a little bit of insight. But Pap, it's like I almost want him to have a counterpart. Like I need him to have like a Johnny Gomes somewhere else in Nesson for them to like feud or like prank each other or like get heated and yell at each other. Like I need Pap to have like an exhaust pipe for his crazy, because otherwise it just becomes this.
To your point, the only time I really think of him I do like when he fights with Jim Rice about they have these battles they can never prove, which is basically like, if we were facing each other, I would strike you out. No, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I would hit a home run. That. Okay. That's, and they get genuinely competitive in that moment. And if he was with someone that was a better sparring partner, equally crazy, that would be probably more fun. Definitely more fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a whole lot more Papelbon talk than I thought we were gonna do.
That's exactly what you guys expected.
Fault.
Oh, that's what happens. Okay, folks. It is 3 games against the Atlanta Braves at Fenway Park. Did you have more on this series with the Twins? Oh, Wilson Contreras. Let's actually backtrack really quick. If he was homegrown, we would fucking love him. You know, like him coming here and bringing like his beef with him is kind of interesting. I don't know how everybody feels about it.
I like it, but it's because fans are confused. So like Red Sox fans don't know you have to back it. Like the Brewers thing. Like I would say 15% of fans, Red Sox fans, knew that was a thing.
I did,
and the rest of them were just along for the ride.
Yeah. It was like, oh, there's history here. Oh, okay. Oh, well, then we're on his side, right? Yeah.
But you know,
and then
it's
here
not the same.
with Caratini, which Spanish for small carrot, him getting mad at Wilson. I think there isn't quite a like, hey, whoa, get your hands off Wilson Contreras. Yeah. But there is like does Wilson need us again? Like, or do we have to go back him? What's going on here? Interesting, man. Interesting. He keeps me on my toes. I don't know. I like that. I like the drama of it at the very least.
100%. Like my thing that I love about Wilson Contreras is his reactions. I feel like are the same that I would have personally, where the guy is in his path. He makes an effort to not completely truck him, but still has to make contact going for the bag. And then Caratini wants to get all pissed off, and it wasn't like an immediate like F you back. It was literally just like a dude, what? Like I loved him just being like I loved him just being like, are you really pissed about that right now? Like what are you like like his like reaction of just being like it was just like, dude, you're being a loser. Like it wasn't angry. It was just like, dude, stop being dumb. Like you look stupid right now. And
for real, we're gonna do this.
He's the heart of the team right now, and it's very like I love the energy he plays with. He's had some huge clutch moments. He had one in this series, washed away. And I have gotten multiple texts from people saying like, man, like if this was a homegrown guy, this would be like my top 5 player, like in baseball for me. And I think there's a lot of that right now.
He's gonna be here for a bit, unless he's not.
Well,
but
if they were winning, I would agree with you. If you reverse our win-loss record, I would say, yep, he's gonna be here.
He could still be here for a bit. I don't know.
It's possible.
I don't know. I think
possible for sure.
I think like. You would have to get a haul for him for it to be worth it, you know? Like
that would get weird with the contract, big contract.
The thing is, like, though he can play first, he can DH, can he still catch? He's versatile enough.
He could. Like I don't know that any team would do that, but he certainly. It's not like he was like, you know, Connor Wong back there.
Yeah. You know. He's versatile enough that he should like grab some attention, but like
he's also
I still think
elite defensively at first base, which is so like funny.
Yeah.
Like
it's awesome that he like of all the guys who really worked out defensively, it's like him and Caleb Durbin. And it's like, what the fuck is that? Like that, whatever.
Who had beef in Milwaukee and St. Louis?
Durbin?
Those two, yeah. They were button heads during that whole Contreras thing.
Durbin and Contreras were?
Yeah. I believe there was a slide. I don't know. They had a thing. That was part of it. That's what when Durbin got traded, it was like, ooh, watch out for this. I don't know if you remember this.
Oh, no, I don't. I was a little focused on Kyle Harrison leaving. Which silly me being all focused on that.
Yeah. Durbin collided at first base with Contreras, and it was not well received. And I believe it was amid the whole Wilson getting plunked every single time he's had an at bat with the Brewers in his 10-year career. Mm-hmm. So he as you saw, Contreras. Yeah. He's a little hypersensitive around the Brewers.
Yeah. Man, I want to play the Brewers again.
It was also, it was absurd. I want
to have his back.
Yeah, it was just a weird collision. They went, I mean, Contreras just like started to like backpedal into the base path, and Durbin just like flipped over him. It was, yeah.
Anyway. Okay, folks, it is actually now 3 games against the Atlanta Braves at Fenway Park. Game 1. This is now, let me just be upfront about this. The Braves are here for one reason and for one reason only, and it's to beat our asses. So, prepare. Game 1 is Spencer Strider versus Ranger Suarez. Game 2 is Bryce Elder versus Connolly Early. Game 3, it mercifully is Chris Sale versus Brian Bayo.
Oh,
yeah. So Spencer Strider is Spencer Strider. Honestly, Sox have the edge there. If you would just want to look at basic stats, counting stats, average stats, Ranger Suarez has got 0.60 points on Spencer Strider's ERA at 2.40 versus a 3. Bryce Elder is rocking a 1.97 right now, and that's not the lowest ERA you're going to face this series because Chris Sale, with his 72 strikeouts, has a 1.89. He is going for the Cy Young right now. And he's going up against Brian Bayo, who will be wearing training wheels again, we are told. Giovanni Moran will go out there and give up 2 runs in the first, and then give it over to Brian Bayo to go 4 or 5 very good 1 or 2 run innings, and then call it a day. This is going to be tough. Now, this is going to be tough. I really do love watching Ranger Suarez games. Because of that, I'm going to just make a blanket stupid statement and say, I think they win the Ranger Suarez game. I feel good about him. And I can just see Spencer Strider like being pissy at Fenway. He's pissy everywhere. So I can see him getting, whatever about it. The other 2 games now, I don't think a smart man would put their money on the Boston Red Sox. Which is why I'm going to say the Sox sweep this series.
That's a take. That's a real take.
Can't take it back now.
Okay. Definitely not going to say that. I'll take 1 of 3, which feels that personally feels cocky as a Red Sox fan. That feels aggressive to say. But I'm going to go 1 out of 3 because this team is substantially worse than the team they're opposing. So that's how. So I think the opposing team, which is significantly better, will win the majority of the games. As far as things to add, we got a Connolly Early. We got a home run problem more than brewing. It's peaking right now. It's a lot of solo shots because he doesn't allow a lot of base runners, but that is an issue that I finally am coming around to being real. And Bayo, basically, and my dad put it yesterday, why use an opener when Bayo can give up a few runs in the first inning himself? What's the point if you're just going to do that? I have such an easy fix for this. Just use Samaniego, wherever you say it, as the opener, except they put him in AAA because he gave up a run this year. He would be so clearly the better option.
Who's now in Worcester?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, but he's the opener that would make sense. You add him and Brian Bayo, who I think has like an 0.5 ERA as a reliever, you could win a game.
Yeah.
Probably not against for sale, but you could win a game.
You could win a game somewhere.
And now I find myself questioning Red Sox management again, which I haven't had to do in a while, Team manager coaching.
Connolly Early, in his last 7 starts, he is averaging 5 2/3 innings and 1.3 home runs per start.
Oops.
Whoops. That's 9 homers in his last 7 games.
Oops.
ERA of 3.57 though. So it's like,
yeah, he's still good.
yeah, it's like he gives up the home run and that's kind of it.
Yeah, I still believe he's a very good pitcher. I still feel great about it. It's just when you're in a matchup against a sub-2 ERA guy, it's trickier.
It's a little tough, sure. It's a little tough.
The highest ERA for a Braves starter is exactly 3 in the series.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have 2 that are under 2, which is so fun.
And I mean, Spencer Strider, he's such a unique case. I don't know, dude. Like,
yeah,
I
you
really
could
wanted to love him.
Yeah. He could be 7 runs and then 0, 0, 0, 7. Like, that's how he operates.
Yeah. I wanted to like him so much. And then, like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to do that. But this year, I mean, it's been kind of oddly consistent. 3 runs, no runs, 1 run, 3 runs. So like his opening start was against the Rockies, and he gave up 3 runs, 4 hits in 3 1/3. So it's almost like I don't want to count that.
You should.
No, I don't want to, because like he came back and did that. It's like that fucks up like all his numbers. Like outside of that,
it puts him at a 3.
Yeah, but it still skews his numbers, because in his other starts, like if you take out that start, he has a 2.04.
This is a good team we're about to play.
Yeah, it's a good team with 3 good pitchers and the best offense in baseball. So it's the best team in baseball.
So you said sweep?
Sox sweep
By the Red Sox? Yeah, okay. I just want your analysis going into the prediction is interesting. What else we got?
I told you, man, a thinking man would not pick the Sox.
Series
Smart
MVP.
Man would not pick the Sox.
Series MVP for the last one. I'm gonna go Epperson. I think he does it again.
My money's on Wong.
Okay.
Connor.
Oh, Connor.
Wong.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't want to out myself by not knowing which one.
No, he's a catcher. He's on the Red Sox. I think he
pinch runner. He's great at that.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be pinch running. He's gonna be doing a lot of stuff. I think probably three bombs. Connor Wong this series. Can you imagine if this all comes true? Can you imagine what the next show will be like? I'll be insufferable if this is all true. Come next show. That's all I got, honest to God. I don't really want to focus on all the negative that could come out of this past series. And the thing is, like, there's a good shot that the Red Sox do lose this upcoming series against the Braves. It's probably more likely that they do. Scott?
It's gonna be warm this series, so that'll be cool.
It's gonna be warm out.
So, and then they could, let's have the bats come alive, and who cares if they against elite pitching, and I'm at the point with this season where if they just score some runs and have leads at certain points in the game, I'm kind of okay with that right now.
It's all we need. It's all we got.
That's not even all we got. That's the best case scenario. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're hoping that's all we got.
All right. Well, we will see after this thrilling 3-game series. Sorry for a short show, but you know what? We'll be right back in like no time at all, and we'll have a big in-depth. Maybe we'll do a note-by-note episode again. I liked doing that.
I did too when they were good.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do that again. We will have to. We'll. I don't know. We'll talk about it. You follow us on the socials at ITM_pod. You can follow me at Joey Copponi. You can follow him at Scott Neville 46. Just like the amount of runs Connor Wong is going to bat in this series. We will see you guys after this thrilling 3-game series against the Atlanta Braves. For Scott Neville, I'm Joey Copponi. Go Sox, kid.